between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, Eckler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Back to throw here, Herbert. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Pulled in at the 24. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 30.
He'll hand this one off to Gordon.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
14. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Absolutely. They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Brendan McManus for the Broncos field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Previously the understudy to Noah Fant, Albert Okwuegbunam finally gets a shot at the starting job in his 3rd season in the NFL. Plenty of us remember his 4.49 40-yard dash in the 2020 Combine, so we know he's an athlete and can really stretch the field if they use him right in this offense. I'd say that play right there is a nice illustration of what to expect.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chargers, nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first-half lead. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Chargers, nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down. First down 10 at the
Herbert now.
35-yard line.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 2nd down, Williams. And And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Trucks over him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
14.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Williams. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Herbert.
Open man is Palmer.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this one is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 50-yard line. Give up the middle to Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Spot that. Go, 14.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Williams running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
First and goal and
36 power.
The busy night continues for Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Gordon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Chargers
Herbert on first down now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. To return is Taylor. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. One last throw here for Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were